Hi there. Welcome to Dear Nikki, a podcast giving you personalized user research advice. Super excited to be here today. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to be engaging with you in this super different way. I'm really not used to just talking into a microphone and not having anybody else to talk to at the same time. So bear with me as I kind of explore this medium with you together. Might be a little bit weird at first, but we'll get through it. But anyways, I'm really excited to announce the Dear Nikki podcast. So this podcast is all about giving you personalized user research advice. So I have a lot of people coming to me all the time asking me things like, oh, how do I navigate this situation with this stakeholder? Or like, oh, I have a difficult manager. Like, what do I do in this situation? How do I negotiate salaries? Like all of these different questions. And I love answering people one-on-one, but there are so many times where I sit there and I say, oh, I think so many other people could really benefit from me sharing this question and my advice to the wider community. And that's exactly what I am trying to do with this podcast. So as many of you might know, I do write a lot of articles, and I try my best to give, concrete and actionable advice within those articles, but I have to make them vague, right? I can't really, apply certain situations to them or give more personalized, meaningful advice to people because I don't know the context in which I would be doing that. So with this podcast, I'm trying to combine my article writing skills with more personalized advice. So what does that look like? Essentially, what I would love to do is have you all call in and submit your questions, which would be through a link that I will provide everybody. And what I will do is I will play those questions in each podcast episode and give you actionable advice on that situation. So all of it will be completely anonymous. So don't worry, no names, no companies, no nothing, like no personally identifiable information, as we like to call it in the research field, completely anonymous, so that you can truly give me the context and the struggles that you are facing and, the difficulties that you're having so that I can give this more personalized advice to you. So that is what I am hoping to accomplish with this podcast, to share this knowledge with the wider community, to give a little bit more context, to give more personalized advice, and to just make sure that people don't feel alone, because you know what? User research can be a bit of a lonely career, especially if you're a user research team of one. Yeah, I experienced that a lot. And I struggled a lot and didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to ask. And there were some questions, even when I had like the most fantastic manager in the whole entire world, I didn't know who to ask certain questions to. And this is your space. I want this to be your space to ask me those questions, and I will give you as much advice as possible. So logistically, what does this look like? As I said, you will get a link to call in. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to say this. It will be in the show notes. I've always heard people say that, and I think it's so cool. There will be a link in the show notes. And of course, accessible on my website, where you can submit your question via voice, and I will play that, again, completely anonymous. So try not to mention any information that you don't want to have shared widely, and I will try and scrub any data if by mistake you say your name. But yeah, you will share that question or that struggle that you're having with some context. Again, I will play it in the episode, and then I will share my advice. Each episode, I would imagine, would be around 20 or 30 minutes long. I kind of want to make them bite-sized, not too long. And I will answer as many questions as I can within that like 20 to 30 minute period. So, if one question takes 30 minutes, and then so be it. That's that question. Or if one question takes, 10 minutes, I might be able to answer 2 or 3 questions, and they will be completely first come, first serve. I will kind of keep track of that. And then I will link to any resources that I mention, of course, in the episode within the show notes so that you can go and check those out. I'm really excited about this. I'm quite nervous because I don't really know how it'll go. So I'm going to aim for 1 podcast episode a month for right now. Let's see where it goes. Maybe there will be more, but yeah, we can kind of see where it goes, and how everybody responds to it, and of course how many questions I get. I will also try, if there are similar questions that come kind of in streams together, I might try and combine them into like the person who might ask the most comprehensive way of kind of sharing the question and the struggle with me. But I will try and get to every individual question as much as I can. So yeah, I'm really excited to get started. Still nervous, but hopefully it will go super well, and hopefully you find something out of this, and at least you feel like you're not alone, because I promise you're not. We've all been there. Trust me. So I look forward to speaking to you all soon, and I can't wait to get started. See you later.